Listening to Sleep Time's Over.
Sleep time is over, baby.
Listen up, everybody, as you tune to this podcast. Sleep time's over, come closer to get the raw facts. Zach Moore's hosting on the show, for sure. Reporting live from July, that's a dope, you know. Talking, reminiscing about the good old days and the now. Sipping on that old fashioned at the room at Hi Brau. We on location worldwide, on your stereo deck. On your phone, on the pad, but guaranteed all fresh. Reviewing music and the nuisance that the media makes. I got the blueprint with the newness that the people will take. Good old America ain't ready for that island of slang. Sleep time is over, give a toast up to the rest of the gang. To your tribe or the vibe or the click on the mission. Suggest you dive cause we live on transmission. Listen, he got the voice that got the locals on vote. Zach Moore's for mayor, but for now, lock it in for the show. Hey.
Sleep time's over. Your guests tonight include the woke moke Osnizzle, the citizen of Kane, Kyle Rudner from Kohana. We also have a ring around the rosy live performance by John Cozy. On the ones and twos, DJ Freeze. On the 6, 7, 8s, and 9, the sommelier to the stars, Scott Cameron. Your host tonight, DJ Zach Morris.
Well then,
Well done.
which means Sky's back.
I'm back.
You're in the intro.
I didn't die.
Yeah, not dead.
I'm not dead.
Straight from stomach flu.
Straight from the
Yeah.
stomach flu. 2 weeks of the stomach flu.
So, for the people that don't know,
Yeah.
what is in fact the stomach flu?
A lot of this.
All right, there you have
Yeah.
it.
So, yeah, it was like 2 days of like going in and out of fevers, chills, body aches. And then your body says, I'm going to reject everything you put in
Enough
me.
already. Yeah.
Yep.
So what did you eat? Do you remember what you ate that caused this?
Do you get stomach flu from food? I thought you just get it from just being around, you know.
What?
I don't know. I had to go to...
Who specifically?
I actually had to go to urgent care and get hooked up to an IV.
Really?
Yeah, because I couldn't... I was so dehydrated and I couldn't hold... It was like drink water, it come right out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, guys. But I'm alive. I lost 8 pounds, so catch that stomach flu diet, yo. Yeah.
Congrats. Wow. I was gonna say like, can we give us a do's and don'ts of dealing with the stomach flu? But I guess you just drink water and then you shit out shit.
Yeah, it was pretty much
That's
soda
basically what you do.
crackers, chicken broth.
Cracker.
Yeah.
Soda X.
Yeah. A
More
lot of
cracker,
electrolytes, a
shit.
lot of Gatorade.
All right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Well, welcome back.
Well, you guys held it down. I really enjoyed the episode.
Last week was fun. Freeze held it down. DJ Freeze, everyone.
Yeah.
Once again, the musical director that just hangs out in the top right corner next to me. That you hang in there because I don't know if you're in the shot, but then
I love the facial expressions too.
right because then you're in the shot the entire time, and I don't realize this until after the fact where we edit the thing. But then you stand nicely. You stand with the hands in front of you. You know, as we talked about, you don't want the hands in back of you. You know, because look like arrests. But then Freeze held it down. Sub-Zero was here. Good times.
Yep.
Tiffany was here as well.
That's right.
So good stuff. Good
Yeah, it was a
stuff
great
all the
show.
way.
It was a great show. You guys held it down. So
Well, welcome back.
wish
sir.
I could have been here, man. I was sick as a
That's all
dog.
right. That's all right. You're here. You're well. And we took a break, 1 week off.
Yep.
Break as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we're back first week of August. We're new show again. What have you been? I guess you had the stomach flu.
Well,
for 2
I
weeks.
watched
That's it.
a lot of TV because I was stuck in bed for about a good 6 days straight. I was going crazy. So binge watched a lot of stuff. We'll get into that later, but
right.
let's talk about what you've been up to first.
Okay, well.
You had a little event at Chingu, friend of the show.
Well, Jimmy Taco has his Taco Tuesdays, which Jimmy Taco had, shout out DJ Jimmy Taco. He had it previously at Scratch Kitchen, so he was trying to find a new venue for it, so he went to Chingu. And it's now apparently a weekly thing. It's going on as we record Tuesday night. He's there now.
Oh,
So it's apparently a weekly thing.
so weekly at Chingu now. It's a set thing.
Yeah, $3 tacos, carne asada,
And
carnitas.
was it packed?
Well, I went early, as you know, because I'm old.
Yep.
So I go there at 5 o'clock, and I see the good people at Chingu. So I go in there. Nobody's in there. I just walk in. I just, can I get like taco? And then Taco's in the back, so I can't. He's not, he's not putting on the show like how he's doing at Scratch. So he's hiding in the back. It's an empty spot, but the two gentlemen, and I will say they're gentlemen, they're young guys. They didn't know what to do because it's the first week. Whenever there's a first week of some event of something, nobody knows what to do. Everybody's scrambling around, looking at everybody. How do we pay? So I just said, can I get tacos? Can I get like 10 tacos? And I'm like, okay, $3. So all right, there's $30. And then they're confused by this point. And then they're looking at each other and they're like, okay, so that's $30. And then the guy looks at me and he goes, is that okay? I'm like, what do you mean? Is $30 okay? Well, isn't it $3? So I'm getting 10. Yeah. And then he's like looking really concerned, like he thinks like I'm not gonna pay, or I'm gonna just run out and just like say $30 and run away. So he looked very concerned, like nice Korean fella. Gentlemen, he was a young Korean kid. Okay, so he looked like first day on the job. He was concerned. So then I didn't have cash.
Did you look broke?
I mean, I just wear my attire I usually wear. So I go in, I tell them that, I wait for it, comes out, taco comes out, shake the hand, everything's good. Then they tell me it's cash only. So then I checked my wallet. I only had $27 in my wallet. I was like, shit.
So you threw him one taco back?
So, well, now they get really concerned. Now they're like, okay. I told them, I don't want 30. I got 27, but
tip.
I got my wife's around the corner. She can just drive around and she can get me more cash for you. Is that okay? Are you sure? I'm like, what does that mean? Are you sure? I didn't say that to it, but they were like very concerned, like I was gonna run out. Like I'm gonna take the tacos. I want to eat. Okay, I'm not gonna just skip out on this. So I'm just gonna get the cash. I'm gonna go outside. You guys gonna be okay or what? And then they just look really sad. This true story. Now a second Korean has entered the scene here. So you got two Korean guys, look like maybe 21, 22, looking at me concerned and sad. So I don't know what to make of it. I run in. Laurie gives me the cash. She gives me a $5 bill. So now 27 plus $5 is $32. So I just give him all the cash, which was a mistake, because then that confused the hell out of him.
Right.
Because now he's got $32. He doesn't know what to do with. So he's got the $32. They're scrambling, trying to figure out how to give me change. Manager comes out of nowhere, another young guy, looks at both of them and says, hey, you fucker, just give him a $5. You give him the $5 back, you fucks. I'm just like, and then they got all scared.
Sounds like a real class act over there.
Chingu.
Chingu, guys.
But this is early. I'm not going to, And, well, they look concerned. Young Korean guys at Chingu not doing well with the math. But then they got the tacos, excellent tacos. Everybody just go down there.
Yeah, 5 mic tacos,
Oh,
1
easily.
mic math.
Easily 1 mic math.
All right, we got it.
That was not good. Not good at all. So that was a good spot at Chingu. Taco Tuesdays.
Which will probably never be there. We can only go on the last Tuesday of the month when we take our break. Yeah.
As we do the last week, we take off, right?
And then you attended another event at the Dragon Upstairs.
Yeah, so that I attended with the Lord. Lord Flores,
hey.
of course, the one who does the 5 mic opening. The Lord and I, we decided to venture out to Dragon Upstairs. We used to go there. They had the Mauna Kea event, the hip hop Mauna Kea event, the benefit, and everybody that's been on the show before has been there. You got Qualify, shout out Cedric Clinton was there, Naveed was there, Illmatic, Fire Empress Stone was there in all of her glory.
Yeah.
I love her every time I see her. She's a real positive gal. Jazan was there. So it was a great event. On the other end, though,
Okay.
there was some small kind of hilarity with this, because I was with the Lord, and the Lord was, as we say, a little lit that night. He was having fun. Let's just say the Lord was having fun. He was having good times. So, and if anyone has ever ventured and seen the Lord, with a couple adult beverages, he gets fun. He's very fun, very animated guy, and about every 10 seconds as we're standing there, and if you know Dragon Upstairs, it's a small venue where they have the stage, and you can pretty much stand right by the stage.
Right.
We're real close, and literally every about 10 seconds or so, he's tapping me on the shoulder. He's like, you see this? Do you see what we're seeing right now? I'm like, yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. And then 10 seconds later, he does the same thing again. I'm like, okay, I got it. We're real. It's lit. So then we're seeing this show, and then all of a sudden, shout out to the wife of the Lord. She attended as well, and it was like kind of like a weird clockwork situation where we're just there, and then all of a sudden she stands up and she goes, "It's time to go." I'm like, "Oh, okay," and it was just time to go, and it was the signal, and we just walked out. So we ended up walking out, and then as we're walking out, we're going to the corner. We're gonna get in the car, and then we're by the street light. He all of a sudden, the Lord looks at me, and then he goes, boop, right on my nose. And I'm like, are you hitting on me right now? What are we doing? Okay, like, I don't know what that is, but you did this little thing, and he was very happy guy. and he didn't touch my nose literally, but he just did a little thing, and a little pop on the nose, like a little pet. So it was animated. It was fun. So the Lord having fun. We were all having fun dragging upstairs. Shout out to that event. It was a great concert event, great cause. Just don't get too lit at it.
Yeah, sounds like
It's the most times I said lit on this show, I think, ever. I don't even know why I'm saying the
There
word
you go.
lit
You're
right
getting
now.
hip with the kids, man.
I'm trying.
You got the lingo, man.
I'm trying, yes, because I was at Chingu with the 21-year-old.
I also heard you stop by Ala Moana. You're not a big mall guy.
Okay, I kind of forgot I was going to bring this up. Yeah, so I go to my barber. As you know, I'm guilty for this. I cut my hair every week, okay?
Every week?
Sue me, okay? I cut my hair every week. I go to Mojo
You
Barbershop.
spend $120 a month on your hair?
No, 69. So I go every. It still works. So I go every week, and I see my homie Landon. Shout out to Landon. He used to work at Mojo Barbershop on King Street next to Cavett Store, right? So he moved on to Premier Barbershop.
Right, that's where I get my haircut.
Are you there at Ala Moana?
Only once a month.
Oh, sorry. Okay, how's you? But I didn't know about this place. It's by the new food court, right? I don't go to Ala Moana. There's no reason in 2019 to go to a mall, so I think. So he's telling me he's at the mall. We're going to go to the mall. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Okay, sure, go over there. And then I go in there. It's at 1 o'clock on a Monday. What the fuck is going on over there? Everybody's there.
Yep.
Every single person is there.
Yep.
The local people are there. The FOBs are there. Everybody. They're all walking around. There's strollers, baby strollers everywhere. Cavett's not going to be there. But everybody is just there, and it's packed, and I don't know what they're all eating lunch there. I don't know if they're employees of all the other stores wandering around for smoke break. I don't know what they're doing. But it was just amazing. It took forever to get a parking.
Right, it's
and
a clusterfuck, right? But it's
it's-
summertime. It's still summer, right?
Right.
So it's peak time, right?
I just want to know, like, I thought malls were a thing of the past, or like dying out. Apparently not Ala Moana. They're on fire
not in Hawaii.
right now. It's amazing. I don't know
Not
what
in
people
tourist season, man.
Nobody has any bags. Nobody's buying anything. So I don't know what people are doing on Monday at 1
They're
p.m.
looking at the stores what to buy online.
and they're thinking about, go to Amazon after. I mean, it's just so bizarre. So it took literally about maybe half an hour trying to figure out parking in there until I found out. I don't even know if I should reveal this secret of parking, which some people probably know already, is the basement. Much like Pee-wee's Big Adventure, it's all about the basement. You go into the basement of Ala Moana.
Right.
The employee
I'm
parking.
familiar. The dungeon, yes.
Right.
The dungeon parking.
Planning spaces.
Right.
Nah, not too scary. Really? Freeze, you're not scared over there. But the parking is good, so not scary for the parking. But it's a good little tip. I don't know why I revealed that. Now it's going to be packed over there, and I'm going to be saying fuck, and then whatever. That sums up my...
So shout out,
think that
shout out
sums up my
Ala
week.
Moana.
Shout out Allahs. Why do we do that with Ala Moana? Why do we call it Allahs?
I never called it Allahs.
People say Allahs,
was
be serious.
balls. It was slang for balls. Like, you got kicked in the Allahs.
Okay. Pro City. I'm just saying right now, the town people, let me say this. The town people say Allahs all the time. You can go Allahs or what? I'm like, it's why? It's Ala Moana, but the people say Allahs. Like, they got to plurify the singular words. Like, you'll drink some waters. You ever heard somebody say
I don't
that?
know. I'm hanging out with the Howleys, I guess.
Join the club. I'm just saying. Okay, that's all I got to say about Ala Moana. Okay, sorry. Moving on.
Well,
Right?
me being stuck in bed for, almost 2 weeks, watched a lot of TV, watched a show that you just started watching, The Boys, on Amazon Prime.
Yes,
I'm gonna
excellent
say a
show.
bold statement here. I think this is the best show about superheroes ever made. Best TV show about
I
superheroes ever
can't
made.
disagree with that.
If you can bring up
No.
another TV show that's as good as this,
Well, it's a very fresh take on the whole genre, right?
absolutely.
And I was saying it to people that if you don't even like superhero movies or TV shows, you'll get into this.
yeah,
because
it's based on an independent comic book. I read the independent comic book, but then they've
Right.
kind of taken the concept to another level. But it was developed by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg.
Oh, really?
Yep. So they
Finally,
kinda,
Seth Rogen does something
That's where
good.
the humor's coming in,
Okay.
right? They also developed that show Preacher, which I don't think a lot of people are watching on AMC.
Preacher, really?
Preacher,
I
remember
ain't
that
got
one?
time. There's too many shows, bro. I don't have time for that shit. But
But-
I do have time for The Boys, and it's so far 4 episodes in.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Yeah, I finished it in
Excellent
2
show.
days. It's 8
Right.
episodes. It's an
Freeze
easy
knocked it out
watch.
as well, I think, right? So
Fantastic, man.
yeah, so it's
But
excellent.
for the listeners, no spoilers. It's just basically what if superheroes were real, and what if a company basically privatized superheroes' duties as like security.
Right. And we'll leave it at that. And excellent acting, excellent script.
Yeah.
It's a fun one.
Yeah,
It's a fun one for being like each episode's an hour. So
I agree. It's
something
each
like that.
episode is like a movie. It's like cinematic quality.
so if you're
it's
not
really,
watching
really good.
that out there, you know.
Yeah, and then I
gotta get on
watched another show that was based on a movie called What We Do in the Shadows. Have you heard of that?
I have not.
So it was a
What is
New
that?
Zealand movie that was kind of filmed in a documentary style, kind of like The Office, but
Okay.
it basically was about 3 roommates that are vampires. And so they built a show around it,
Vampires again.
a TV show around it. So it's like The Office with vampires.
What's it called? Why You're Afraid of the Dark?
What we do in the shadows.
What do we do in the shadows?
What we do in the shadows. But I really enjoyed it. It's
Okay.
it's
It's
t-
good?
10 episodes.
Yeah.
I watched the whole season in a day.
Of course you do.
Obviously, all I'm doing is shitting myself, right? So
You're just shitting
I
on
got
shit
nothing,
at this
nothing
point.
I can do, right?
I mean, gosh.
But I think if
don't-
you're into supernatural stuff, you're into The Office, you're into that kind of comedy, it's really, really good.
How many times, I guess, a day, if you can count statistics here?
What are we talking
I don't really know if I should get into this, but at this point, what the hell, might as
We're
well.
going to go into diarrhea talk.
How many
in the news
times,
segment.
like, let's say in an hour, with the stomach flu do to you? Because you're watching all these shows and you're watching this in your
you're
your
going
bed.
about, depending
What are you
on
doing?
if you're drinking water, and you're going about twice an hour
Wow.
all day.
Wow.
That's terrible.
Hashtag-
We just lost multiple listeners.
No, this is
right now.
informative. As I said last week, we're an informative show, and this is real talk, as they say.
And everyone has their
happens.
cures. Everyone keeps telling me
Everyone
I
gives
gotta
some
eat.
bullshit, right?
Somebody told me I got to eat like kettle potato chips and drink pineapple juice. I don't know. Everyone
Who
has their.
said that. Forget it.
Yeah,
Those Korean kids that
doesn't
work at
matter.
Chingu or something.
Everyone had their opinion.
All right. Well, bottom line, you're
And
back.
then I finally, I was cooped up in the house for so long. Then I finally got to get out, and I got to see some movies.
All right.
I
that's
saw
what you
the
do.
new Tarantino, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
But if you're not a Tarantino fan, I don't know if this is gonna be for you.
Well, I mean, I am as well. It's just I'm not the avid theater guy as yourself, so I would watch it,
Right.
but I'd watch it at home.
And it's a commitment because it's like 2 hours and 40 minutes or 2 hours and 30 minutes.
well, that's easier
It's a
compared to
commitment.
Avengers. Avengers like three hours. You know, it's no
But
problem.
I think personally, this is a movie you're gonna appreciate. You know why? Because the movie is about the end of the macho era in Hollywood.
when did this takes place in the 60s?
In the 1969.
Of course it did. Hey, see? You see how it connects?
Hey!
See how we connect the show, everyone, with the 69? Okay, so, I mean, I'll watch it. It's just, I'll wait for it to come on, like,
Yeah.
on Netflix.
And then the Leonardo DiCaprio's character is loosely based on Burt Reynolds, and then the
Okay.
Brad Pitt character is based on his stunt double and best friend Hal Needham.
Okay, and it's, like, 60s related stuff, so, like...
Yeah,
I'm
so they
assuming,
tie
like,
in a lot of stuff. So it's basically
Charles
made up
Manson.
characters, but kind of living in a semi-real environment, right?
Right.
So he integrates like Bruce Lee in the movie,
Okay, right.
right? Sharon Tate, who was Roman Polanski's
Right.
girlfriend, who got killed by
So
Charles
got murdered,
Manson.
right,
There's
right.
Charles Manson, the Manson
So
family.
Manson's in there? Mm-hmm. All right.
And supposedly Shannon Lee, the daughter of Bruce Lee, is not happy with the portrayal of her father in the movie because they
Oh,
do
really?
play Bruce Lee a little bit of a prick in
Lawsuits
the movie.
and... Okay.
But
I did not know that.
I think it's excellent. I think if you're a Tarantino fan, he's my favorite director of all
Okay.
time.
Okay.
I think you love it.
No, sounds good. Isn't he also doing something else?
He is going his next movie. He's going to be writing and directing an R-rated Star Trek movie. Do you give a damn about this? I
know
think it's
what?
going to sound. I think it sounds
Are
awesome.
you a Star Trek fan?
No,
on.
not really.
Right.
But I like the J.J. Abrams reboot. You didn't
It's
like
too
that
much
one?
shit. Okay, you get these franchises, man. We only got 24 hours in a day, man. I mean, like, how many franchises we got? You got these people like the Harry Potter. You got these people like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars. Star Wars is good enough for me. I ain't got time to watch 20 movies. Fucking 8 of them are William Shatner, which is great. And Khan, it's
Wrath of
great.
Khan is great.
Wrath of Khan is excellent movie.
Ricardo
but-
Montalban is
Ricardo Montalban for the win.
all the
After
mics.
that, all those guys can get out of it. I don't give a damn about the beta, whatever his name is, some other girl that's like hot, that's supposed to be a robot
Right.
too. Everybody's a robot. I mean, phasers. I mean, come on.
You don't want to see Samuel L. Jackson in space?
He's gonna be in Star Trek.
I don't know, but wouldn't that be great if he
They're
was?
but cast him too. Exactly. You got the Reading Rainbow guys in Star Trek. I mean, I don't see Reading Rainbow guy in Star Trek. I could care less.
Well, I don't know what he's gonna do with it, but he's right. He's written
Probably
script.
gonna swear. There's gonna be sex in it. There's gonna be like a gimp in there probably, and then those little gerbil things are gonna come out. Whatever those things are, you would know what that is. Those
Yeah. Great.
No, not the mugworts. What those things? I forget it. Who cares? Okay. No, no, not Ewoks priest. That's all right.
And then I watched the don't judge me. I watched the Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw.
All right.
Ugh.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah, why? That's a great question. Say I'm supporting filming on
What, supporting
Kauai.
local-
I'm
local
supporting.
actors?
Yeah, no, there's nothing
No,
about it.
I mean-
But it's just it's just good, dumb fun, and really dumb.
All right.
Emphasis on the dumb.
How dumb was it?
It's
What's the rating on this?
I give it's a 2.5 Mike movie. I mean, come
All
on,
right.
like, but it's so over the top funny. I think you go watch this movie drunk or high, you're gonna really enjoy it.
All right, great. I'll schedule that. Okay.
But they really rip off like Tango and Cash and Lethal Weapon. They're really trying to.
the buddy cop.
They're trying to.
buddy
Yeah, they
movie.
totally. So much so that they go in one scene. There's movie posters behind them of all buddy cop movies.
Oh, hey, oh,
So
Easter
you know
eggs.
that it's like
Hey,
direct reference, right?
Wonderful.
But I read an article that, from the Wall Street Journal that stated both the Rock, no surprise, the Rock, who's 47 years old, and Jason Statham, who's 51.
Hey.
Guy's looking pretty good
shout
for
out to
51.
not bad looking Holly guys and old guys.
So part of
Usually
their
they age badly.
Part of their contracts is that stars can never technically lose a fight in any film. You heard about this?
So how does that work then?
All
If-
fights in their contract have to be a win or a tie.
So how they portray the next scene then? How do they push the movie along if the guy doesn't lose the fight? Doesn't the antagonist need to take out?
Like they'll never like be knocked out or
Well, no concussion,
no, never.
hospital,
No.
just bruised badly,
Exactly.
a cut. All right.
This was probably started by Vin Diesel, who had the same contract. He has a
that's another one.
specific legal, like he goes to his lawyer, and there's a specific number of punches he's allowed to take in the Fast and Furious films.
You see, this is why I haven't watched any of these movies. You see, that alone, you telling me is not gonna make much any of these movies. I saw like half of the first one, and that's about it.
So you've never watched
Rest in
any of
peace,
the
Paul
movies.
Walker.
You're probably
I-
better off for it.
I don't want to see a bunch of racers, man. I see racers every day, all day. I see them around like the Gokala.
Civics.
I went Kalani. I see racers, Civics all the time. I'm gonna see a movie
Acuras.
for 90 minutes. See a bunch of Acuras and Civics running around. What is the point? And the freeway's only gonna go so far. So how much racing can you do on this island? You're just gonna go
Heina
zit,
drift.
and then zit, and then you just stop at the light, and then stop at the light, and then swerve, and then do that kind of drift, and then make the green bottle video, and that's all you can do. I mean, shout out Green Bottle video if you guys remember that. That's real obscure 2000. There's like Freeze would know that, I think. Freeze, you remember the Green Bottle video? Okay, yeah.
The green
yeah.
bottle.
I like how you nodded and then you kind of wanted to forget about it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what else we got?
Well, that's my reviews. I mean,
Oh, that's it?
yeah,
Oh,
pretty
all right.
much. I mean,
Okay.
it's I didn't have much from my bed,
From your
right? I
shit?
was
Yeah.
half dead, you know what I mean? So
Well, good that you're now half alive and now you're back and
we didn't have as entertaining topics as meth gators as the couple weeks
we
prior.
missed out on the Meth
right?
Gators, yes.
Right.
But then you are back and August is gonna let's just as we close out then let's break down the news for the rest of the month then,
Yes.
just to get you accounted here for August 13th. The August 13th show next week is going to be, you ready for this one? The Libya DeFreeze Appreciation Show. Why are we calling it this? Shout out Libya DeFreeze, who's probably sleeping. Reason for this is August 13th marks the 4th year anniversary of Libby showing up on this island. She's been here for 4 years.
Right.
On that
Crystals
exact
in
day.
hand.
Right. She's the most positive
Right.
gal ever. Crystals everywhere. Yoga's everywhere. She's probably doing yoga now or turbo kick or whatever. All kind of shit she does. And then she's going to wake up at 4 in the morning, swim with dolphins, and smile. So we're going to recreate that. And she's going to be on the show. And she said she's going to sit here again.
Wow.
She has not sat here in a while. And so I had her pick the guests for that show.
And who's the
So we
guest?
got Linsky. She
Okay.
picked Linsky. Go shout out Linsky. He's got all kind of crazy stories. And then Paradigm going to perform. So per Libby's request, the Libby DeFreeze Appreciation Show.
Wow.
What do you think of that?
Every
huh?
time you
Is
say
that-
that, we got to add the little magic.
It
magic
does, yes.
dust
Very
on it.
Arizona, very Sedona. So then we got that, and then August 20th we got Tasho Pierce,
That's right.
Akira
Woo!
8,
Yeah.
Umanakas, Emers. He's gonna, and also noted sake enthusiast.
Yeah, so we're going to do a
So
sake tasting.
We're gonna do sake tasting, and I'm gonna try and get Tasho to perform. I'm gonna try and convince
Okay.
him to perform. Like,
I'm excited.
Do Honolulu.
You
Remember,
know, I'm a
remember the
sake
song
guy
Honolulu?
myself, so.
So sake and Honolulu, and then we're also gonna have. He's the host of Pac West TV. Big sports guy Wayne Coito. He's gonna be here. He's been on
I'll be
Hawaii Five-0
completely
like
lost.
69 times. He's always like the crook or like the banker.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
we
awesome.
got him. And then we got to shout out the August 31st, Rocky Rivera, DJ Rosa, Next Door concert, Castle Park performing, because we're helping our good friends at Hip Hop Time Machine. They're putting
right.
this on. So that's going to be going on. Tickets are still available on that one. You can get that information. Ube, Hawaii, which I've yet to go to. A lot of ube there. You like the ube, Sky?
Eh,
Okay, that's a
I
no.
can take it or leave it.
And really? And then the next night at the September 1st is going to be at the House Supper Club, the former Pearl,
Right, that's
Really
right.
Knox. So they're going to have DJ XL going to be there, Tittlebite's going to be there, DJ Don's going to be there, Drama's going to be there, shout out.
Wow.
And then the main room is going to be a neo soul golden era room.
This sounds like,
Now,
wow.
how's that for like the main room? Like that's so like 2002. Isn't that gonna be crazy? That's gonna be crazy. And then like all the old people can go home probably by 2, and then they go play their trap EDM, and then all the. I mean, it's gonna go like till 9 to what?
Neo
4?
soul, but that's your pocket. Like that's your jam, man, right?
You know, we love the Jill Scott. You know,
I love the music soul child.
music soul child for the win.
D'Angelo.
Right, and then we close them off 2 o'clock. Then all the young fuckers show up, and then we just play the boogie. I don't even know if they can call it that. I just threw that out there. But EDM, yeah, the stuff, And then that's gonna be it for the rest of the month of August. So,
Fantastic. Well, I'll try and stay healthy.
yeah, please. So let's take a break here because we got a lot of fun stuff. We have a gentleman that wanted to have on this show for quite some time.
Yeah.
Ozona is here, so we're gonna take a break and get back to that. Sleep time's over.
Woo.
Sleep Time's Over is back with another banger.
Hey, all right, we're back, and our first, or for our sit-down guest this week, we got a couple standing up stuff today, but
Yeah.
his new album is out, Sky.
That's
Freeze,
right.
I tell you what,
It's an awesome album.
incredible album, and it's out now everywhere as we speak. And this gentleman is going to be this Saturday night at Next Door. He's going to have an album listening party. He's going to be with a live band. Crazy, crazy shit. And we're going to welcome in finally from all the way from Aliumanu. Ozona, where you at?
Woo!
Oh, what was that? Oh, for real.
I gotta bring that back.
For real. I tell you. See, Ozona, see, just right off the bat. See?
Right off.
Oh, how's you doing? What you been?
What up? Huh?
What you been up to?
Working on albums.
Yes, you're just constantly working. Can I just say that?
Yeah, why not? You know?
Yes, it's great.
Yeah.
You're either DJing out,
Yep.
you're editing, videoing, something unreal.
You know why? Everybody's so unreliable.
Amen to
That's
that.
why, you know? So I gotta do it all myself. That's
Yes.
what I've been waiting for my album cover for like 2 weeks from a certain designer. And
Yeah.
after this whole Mauna Kea stuff happened, I was like, nah,
Yeah.
I just gotta drop it already. The momentum's here right now. So
Right,
I did my
right.
own album cover, which is horrible. It's just plain. But ever since then, I learned how to like design. So like I'm like
So you
planning
design.
on doing like my own clothing line just in the past 2 days.
You see?
See, that's what
You
I
see,
mean.
this
It's
is
like-
why we have this gentleman on.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Well,
It's because I can't rely on people.
if you want it done
Yeah.
right.
You want it done right, you gotta do it yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Sorry, everyone. Who?
Woo!
Exactly. Let's go right into it, man.
All right.
Mulk, what's going on with the album?
Woke Mulk. Well, it's actually been my first solo album in like 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everything prior to that was like Angry Locals group stuff, and
Yep.
that last album came out 6 years ago.
6
So I've
years
been
ago,
on a
man.
big hiatus.
Yeah.
Yeah, because DJ's been like paying the bills.
Indeed. Let's give
yeah.
give the people the schedule, your weekly schedule, because it's pretty.
Well,
intense.
I quit DJing.
Oh, okay.
So I don't really have a set schedule. I'm just hopping around everywhere.
You're just doing like all various
Yeah.
one-off parties kind of thing.
One-off parties, concerts, weddings,
Yeah.
yeah, stuff like that.
Okay. So then, with the time you had, finally decided solo album.
Yeah, so I've been like just cooped up in the studio,
Yeah.
and inspiration got to me. Actually, how I did my first albums is I was working at Pizza Hut as a delivery boy, and the way to kill time was to like, I make beats at night,
Yeah.
and then I'd play the beats in my car, and then I'd freestyle the whole time I was delivering pizzas.
Right.
And that's how I came up with all my material. So for the longest time, I didn't have like a good sound system in my car until like the last couple years. And then that's what like sparked it up
Everything
again.
changed.
Yeah, because like when you
Now it
feel
sounds
the
good.
music, I'm
Right.
like, oh. Then I started rapping again, and then
Right.
that's where it came up.
Well, excellent album, man. I tell you, like you got Flex, Ali Manu's Story. I mean, I don't know what kind of songs you guys had favorites of.
Yeah,
Sky.
it's a good mix, man.
Victories.
Time Is Now is a hot jam.
Listen,
Hope.
I got a story to tell about a little boy that I knew so well.
This beat is. Did you produce this or?
Yeah, the whole album. Well,
Produce the whole
the
thing.
whole album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beats are fantastic too, man.
So you're gonna do the album release party this Saturday, and
Yeah.
next door you're gonna have a live band for this. Is it
Yeah.
for-
I always like live band.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
And are you gonna do the whole album?
I think everything except Ali Manu's Story because it's just 1 5-minute long.
Right.
I don't think anybody wants to sit through that. So yeah, I think almost every song except that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the lyricism of this, that's the thing for people who haven't heard this, which I don't know who that is because it's like you already went like Hawaii Platinum right
Hawaii Platinum was like 1,000.
It's like 1,000.
1,000 sold.
But it's just the
I'm actually at like 5,000 right now.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like,
Right?
this is crazy.
Unreal.
Yeah.
And the wordplay that you have is, and I was talking to Freeze about this the other week. It's just, it's quite frank. It's like a brilliant mind. It's like that movie, right? Freeze. It's like the lyricism and how you put the words together. And the freestyle is amazing too. But everything is either you know what to play off each beat. You know if it's going to be a
Yeah.
political route, it's going to be a battle rhyme route. It's what got you into just owning in on that through the years?
It was funny. So actually, this one guy tweeted me, a total stranger. I don't know who it was, and he was like, "I could tell this is 10 years from your last album because I listened to the first 3 songs and you're not rapping about your penis." And I was like, I was like, yeah,
Progression.
yeah, right. And that just put like everything in perspective. But I think a main thing was my son is 3 now, so
Yeah,
like
shout out.
raising a child.
Yeah.
Like you start questioning everything. So
Right.
like down to the most simplest thing as like getting the right toothpaste for him.
Right.
Then I start finding out, okay, fluoride is not good for you.
Right.
And then diet stuff, like what kind of food do I feed him?
Yeah.
And then like, so you just rearrange your whole thought process because we're all indoctrinated. Yeah.
See, you got the fans are here. The fans are here.
Yeah. But that's like an example of who I was before. So I used to do this thing called Punani Pervin.
Yes.
Which I just like recorded all the hot chicks in Hawaii doing random
That's correct.
crazy stuff. But yeah, the progression
So the
is
evolution from
yeah,
that.
right. So as soon
That's
as I
big.
had my son is basically when the wokeness
Right.
woke up. Yeah.
Unreal. And so, as you're thinking of things, as you're thinking of questioning everything, I love the Facebook rants. You are, I tell you, I think the reigning Facebook rant champion. If anybody that follows this man, great stuff. Also into the conspiracies.
Yeah, that's what the questioning comes from.
That's exactly,
right.
yeah.
So like in battle rap, you're talking about the same exact thing that everybody's talking about, but you have to find a different angle.
Right.
Same with comedy, right? Stand-up comedy, like we'll take the most generalized topic, but then find a way to preach it in a different perspective.
Yeah.
So that's like the same way as conspiracy theories. To me, I don't have to believe in it, but it's a good way of seeing that topic in a different view.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know you had several theories on, well, you were up in Mauna Kea. You were up there. When were you there? Not
Last
too long
week.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah, last week. Yeah.
So what are your thoughts? I know it's an open-ended question like that, but yeah, when you got up there, like what was your first feelings going?
Yeah, it's a good way to stay rooted with your culture. Like
Yep.
I think everything nowadays is a big distraction. So that in its sense brought a lot of people together and
Yeah.
like even knowing about your culture because a lot of people are so distant from like what
Yeah.
happened with Hawaii
Right.
because it wasn't really taught in schools. Hawaiian language is actually banned from schools.
Right.
So now that people are seeing this problem and they're interested,
Yeah.
and that's what made everybody like, okay, let me dig into this topic and
Yep.
see what's the real issues here. And now everybody's more educated on it.
That was the biggest thing, right?
Yeah, right.
It's been so many years of just been brushed off to the side.
So
and,
like the battle rap I had with Daylight,
Yeah.
that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And only like last week it really like blew up.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show that much people weren't informed
Yeah.
about the same topics we were talking about 2 years ago.
And if anybody hasn't seen that, I mean, the emotion that you had in that one, Like,
Yeah.
what was going through your mind during that? Because that was
What-
really fire.
That was that. So the first 2 rounds was just typical battle rap,
Yeah.
and then the third round, I guess the crowd was like egging him on to like, come on, Daylight, rap for real, because that's what he's known
Yeah.
for. So then he started spitting about why are we dissing each other? It should be like, no offense, but the color people versus the white people.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So when he took that angle, I was like, all right, let's just roll with this then.
Right.
So let me compare our
Right, and those
struggles,
brilliant.
right, which is
Yeah.
very similar,
Yeah.
and that's how it took off.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's how it took off.
And on the fly, that's the thing. It was just unreal, man. Unreal. So speaking of MCs, you posted this thing up on your Facebook.
Yeah.
Top 50 list.
I already know where it's going.
Oh my god.
So let's talk about this. Let's talk about the list.
Oh, okay.
So what I was thinking we do is I'm gonna bring up the list now,
Oh.
and so rather than we're not gonna make our own top 50 list. We're gonna be here all fucking night. So we're gonna go with the bottom 10, and we're gonna start with that. Who of these from 40 to 50? We'll name them down for everyone to know.
All right.
Who should be taken out of the bottom 10, or who should be higher? So right. So let's.
Damn.
On the list.
Who can we take off the list, or who can be moving up the list? So let's go. Lloyd Banks is number 50. Keep him or abort it.
Just name the top 10 and I'll
You
tell
want to go down?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's go with this one. We go Lloyd
I mean,
Banks.
yeah.
We go from the bottom.
Yeah, the bottom.
Busta Rhymes,
Okay.
50 Cent, Rick Ross, LL Cool J, The Game, Big Pun, 8 Ball, Stack Bundles, Mace, and AZ.
Okay.
40 to 50.
I think 50 is just way too much because, like, I feel like if you make a list,
Yeah.
you have to know every single song of
Exactly.
every catalog
Exactly.
before you can compare.
Exactly right.
So, in that list, Busta Rhymes is in my top 10.
Top 10.
Yeah, he's probably somewhere in the middle.
Mm.
Just like off of performance alone, he's like the
Yeah.
best performer ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breath control.
Yeah.
Breath
Yeah.
control is
He's,
amazing.
if you
And
never
he's
seen him
evolved through the
live,
years.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you never seen him live,
Yeah.
there's actually one with he's doing with Tribe, and it's just
Yeah.
live, and it's just the most like that whole crowd is
Oh
like,
yeah. One of the greatest. Yeah.
and it's like
He's always had the energy from when he was a
yeah,
kid.
exactly, yeah. Everybody else I don't care about. They can sweep them
Okay,
along.
Lloyd Banks, get out of here. 50 Cent, get out of here. Rick Ross.
Yeah, like when I'm talking about these guys, they won't make my top 10. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I couldn't do a top 50 list. That's way too much.
It's too much,
Yeah.
and like you said, you got to know everybody's body of work, and
Yeah.
who can really honestly say? Okay, so let's
So
go.
the
with,
rumor is who made this list?
I don't know, but obviously it's a New York guy.
well,
Like he's got 3
He's got
West
Joe
Coast
Budden
guys
at
in
number
there.
3.
well,
yeah.
with,
Joe Budden's in my top 5. No lie.
well, you got
Yeah.
Joe Budden at number 3.
Yeah.
So the whole rumor was this Joe Budden making the list because it's at number 3, but
The
we
rumor
don't
is
have the confirmed.
rumor is DJ Academics of Complex.
Academics
made
made
it.
this.
That's
Oh.
the rumor. That's a rumor.
Don't they hate each other or something?
Wasn't that the thing?
Yeah.
I think
Well-
that's more for show. but
Yeah.
Yeah.
And strangely, no Kanye in this list.
No Kanye. No KRS-One.
No KRS-One on this list. Yeah,
No Guru.
right. So let's go with. Okay, let's go to the top 10 here.
No Trick
10
Daddy.
to 1. We got Kendrick, Ghostface, Biggie, Jadakiss, Fabulous, Black Thought, Styles P, Joe Budden, Nas, JayZ number 1.
Yeah, I think JayZ's number 1.
JayZ, you going number 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually was about to post this on Facebook. I actually took a list of all the other rappers that put JayZ in their top 5, and it's
Yeah.
like 20 rappers.
Right.
Yeah, that like
He's a rapper's rapper too.
yeah,
he's
exactly,
the guy.
exactly.
So we're looking at that, and the whole body of work, the business side of it too. We got to look at.
I was about
as
to
well.
tell you who my top 5 is.
Let's go with it, yeah.
Okay. So JayZ number 1.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. I was born in 85. So from 96, you got Reasonable Doubt. Then you got
Yep.
the volume 1, 2, 3, 97, 98, 99. Then you got Dynasty on 2000. Then you got Blueprint 2001, Blueprint 2, 2002.
Right.
And then Black Album 2003.
No one's
Right.
had a run like him.
So basically, from elementary, intermediate, and the year I graduated high school, I had a JayZ album to listen to every single summer.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
that's it.
right, your favorite is going to be the guy you
Who you grow up
follow,
with.
right?
Right.
Right. So that alone, and then the consistency, it's just,
Makes perfect sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he'd be number 1.
Number 1.
Number 2, I'm basing my top 5 on who influences me as a rapper.
Exactly. That's what it should be.
Right.
Yep.
So Eminem. As far as if I see my career path, it'd be similar to how Eminem is. Like as far as he can do stupid songs like Real Slim Shady and Without Me, like real
Right.
corny
With the
songs.
kiddie beats
I
and
could
the-
be doing those kind of songs and everybody
Right.
would accept it, right? They're like, oh yeah, he's being stupid right now. But then he also can do songs like The Way I Am and Stan and more
Right.
conscious stuff. And then he can also do more angry shit like, bitch, I'ma kill you.
Right.
Right? So like
He's got every different
He's
route.
got, yeah, so that's
Yeah.
how I see my rap is
Yeah.
like I can do a little bit of everything and still be accepted. And then
Nice. That was Eminem?
yeah.
Number 3. 2.
M's
honestly,
two, right?
nope.
He's at J1.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm two.
J1,
yeah,
yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
Joe Budden is my number 3. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So like I didn't really start
See, isn't this
rapping.
great?
Well, I didn't even get into music until about 2003, 2004.
Okay.
And then I didn't really start rapping till like 2006. So in that time, all my rappers, friends who came to my studio to record, Mood Music. If you guys don't know
Yeah,
the
the Mood
mixtape.
Music series, the
Right.
mixtape
Yep.
series.
That's that's my first initial thing to Joe Budden.
Yep.
So at that time, I was listening to like mainstream rappers, and he was like the one guy that was just spitting like 7 minutes straight, and that was like unheard of. Everybody had like 16 bars.
and he's a battle rapper.
And he was a battle rapper, exactly. So like his way he structured songs, and he had like a lot of punchlines, and
Yep.
so that's what drew me in already. Because everybody else is like telling stories or
Right.
whatever.
It's more than Pump It Up.
Right, right.
But he's
right.
a guy. He's a rare guy that had more of a prolific mixtape career than a
Yeah,
actual studio
yeah.
album.
So if
Yeah,
you're
that
just
was
going
the
by
era.
yeah,
Yeah.
the mixtape era,
Yeah.
and that's what when I was coming up, that's all I wanted to make was mixtape stuff. And then also he went really hard on his baby mama, and then
That's correct.
I had baby mama problems too. So like I felt I was
Relatable,
like, this
right.
is the only dude that I know is like rapping fucking hard. And there was so much quotables in that time that I was
Yeah.
like. You know, text my baby. You hear what Joe Budden said? He's talking
Right.
about us right now. so that's why he would be my like number 3.
Okay.
Number 4 is probably controversial too, but
Here we go.
since when I started from that 2000
Yep.
era, Kanye West.
Yep.
Him too, as far as diversity. Because if you look
Yep.
at the first album,
Yep.
just sped up soul samples. Second album, he gets John Bryan to play keyboards over
Adding
those
so
soul
much
samples.
musicality,
Right.
yeah.
Every album is different.
Every album's different,
Yeah.
and that's what I like. Like, I actually have 4 albums right now sitting, but I just gotta stretch them out.
Right.
And each album is like a different vibe
Right.
to it. So and then replay value for me. Like, I can play
Yeah.
Kanye songs. I don't think he's
Yeah.
the best rapper, but his songs.
No, as an artist,
overall.
yeah,
Exactly,
as a
as an
complete
artist.
It's
artist.
a cinematic.
Right.
every
A lot
song.
of people is like a hip hop ego thing. So if you strip away hip hop and you just talk about music, so like a lot of people like, oh, he got ghostwriters or whatever, and that just kind of like ding some marks out of you. But like, what if we did a top 50 singers list? Are you gonna ding all the singers from all
Correct.
the people that wrote their songs?
That's a good point.
Right? Or are you just basing it on the skill that how good they can sing? So that's how I see rap. And music too is not all about lyricism. Music in general is about connection.
Yep.
How can you connect with people and how
Yeah. It's entertainment too.
It's entertainment.
Yeah.
So Kanye would be a number 4.
Nice.
Number 5 is like a toss up between like a bunch of rappers. So
Throw
Yeah,
one
because
out.
the number 5 always gets kicked out. And
right,
goes
right.
back
It's always
in.
the
always
nomination
like,
one.
it's,
Right.
who am I feeling today? But
man.
I would put like
Like you said, Busta Rhymes would be
yeah,
your
like
10.
Biggie, Busta, Wayne,
Okay.
even because like mixtapes.
Yeah,
I
the
like
mixtape
mixtape
era.
stuff.
The
I like
mixtape,
I like
right,
mixed up stuff. Yeah, one of those probably 3.
Okay.
Yeah. But you got a good, you have a lot of different influences on the album. You can tell, you're East Coast fan, West Coast fan, down south.
That's the
it's-
beauty about
the
being from
musicality
Hawaii.
of your album
Yeah.
is all over the place,
Yeah.
right? So I was
Exactly.
just
It's about being
mentioning
from
you-
Hawaii because that's what we all grew up on.
We
We don't
don't
have.
we don't have a direct
repping.
sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We're the no coast, right? Like we're
yeah,
the all
exactly.
coast.
It's amazing how you went from like Ali Manu Story is basically a boom bap sounding track,
Right.
but political and very the lyricism for that is it's like a story-driven kind of situation.
Yeah, and I would get that. My inspiration would be from like a Joe Budden.
Right.
Like he has a song called like 3 Sides to a Story, which he's telling. Just.
Yeah, it's his Rashomon kind of
Right.
deal, right?
It's so I'm
3
like
perspectives.
I wanted to definitely when I put together the album, I was like looking at certain songs I was missing.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to make sure I covered those bases. So Aliman's story was one of those like, okay, let me just get my storytelling out.
Right.
Yeah.
That was a great one. And then
But
you
then
go
you got
from
like
that.
you got Time Is Now, which is like a MOP kind of like it's like
Yeah.
bang
You flip it like that. You flip and then Flex is like a current sounding like any kind of track.
Yeah.
this track right here. It's a banger.
Yeah.
And this is kind of like a Kanye sounding, East Coast sounding, Diplomat sounding kind of track.
Yeah, he
Right.
It goes all
Bakers,
different
yeah.
angles. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I wanted to
Brilliant
talk
stuff,
some
man.
shit, right? And then like I was
Yeah.
trying to get Chris Styles on my album. I sent
Oh,
him
yeah.
like
Shout
3
out.
different beats, and he just like blew me off. Like, yeah, come on. But then
Wow.
I finally got him in on this one, and he's actually the only rap verse on my album. That's it, just Chris Styles.
Got it.
It's dope, man. And then you got like Checkmate, where you just like it's just bars, just
That-
straight bars.
So yeah, that was like the last song I added to the album because I felt
Okay.
like I don't have a song where I can double time rap, and then like I gotta
Yeah.
showcase that skill set too. Hey,
We're playing this one?
uh-oh.
There we go.
and I can see the Eminem influence here. That
Right.
And you got the
It's
Exactly.
that forgot about Dre-ish kind of
Yeah.
popping.
Exactly.
Yeah, and when you really get in the pocket in this song, I was just like, you making that. I was making that face in the car, you know.
How do you make
Right.
that face, guy? Make that face?
That
No?
It's the
That's not
stomach
the
flu.
face.
It's the
You
stomach
can see
flu
the
face.
stomach flu face.
stomach
Yes. You can only
flu
see
face.
this.
The flu face.
Nah, you don't want to
Yeah.
see it. But that's the thing. It's just every track is just a different. It's entertainment. That's what we talk about on the show about hip hop. There's an entertainment factor that needs to be there along with lyricism,
Yeah,
along with
mix it
making a
up.
point. You gotta mix it up.
Consciousness, like mix of everything. Yeah.
Right. So, I know I was gonna bring up this thing before we got on. I mentioned to you like if you could do a Mount Rushmore of Hawaii rappers, and then you brought a big point. You made a great point on why you didn't feel. You remember this one?
Yeah.
Okay, I can pull them up. Okay.
Well, if you look at
was
Mount,
great.
what is Mount Rushmore, right? It's
Right.
like 4
In stone.
presidents out of how much? What are we at? 50.
Right.
So the best 4 presidents out of
Right.
and like why is those 4 presidents up there, right? You got the founding forefather, you got you got Jefferson who wrote the Declaration of Independence, and you got Abraham who abolished slavery, and you got Theodore Roosevelt who pretty
Aviators.
much national parks
Yeah.
and monopoly big businesses.
Yeah.
So those 4 guys revolutionized what America is today. I don't think there's 4 rappers in Hawaii that revolutionize hip hop in Hawaii
Yep.
like that. Like everybody to me is like on the same level or maybe just a little bit above each other with accolades, but nobody's like at that point where like you look at that person and he's like that's the
Everybody's
dude.
still hustling.
Right.
Yeah, everybody's still got to get to that point,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And nobody's been on the last president is Roosevelt, and that's like 100 years ago.
Exactly. They ain't carving away at anybody else.
Yeah.
So right.
Right. So
What do you think is the next step? I mean, this is a topic that's been always brought up. Like the next step for Hawaii hip hop to grow to the next thing. Is it for just somebody finally to blow up? How? Because with social media being so strong, how does that work now? What would be the next angle you think?
well, okay, in general, if you look at every single region that's been successful,
Yeah.
it's because they had a collaborative sound. Right. If I bring up
Right.
Hyphy,
Yep.
the
Right.
Bay
Bring
Area,
up the Bay,
they all have
the
the
South
same
sound.
slappers.
Right.
If I bring up Atlanta music, it's all the same. If I bring up
Yeah.
East Coast, West Coast,
Yeah.
Texas,
unified sound.
Yeah.
right?
What is
a
the Hawaii
unified-
sound?
What is the Hawaii sound?
Yeah.
We don't have one, so we have to establish that first, and then it's all about getting collaborative effort with other artists jumping on that sound.
Right. What's your
bring
take
it.
on that? Is collaboration strong, getting stronger in 2019, or does that still need a whole? I mean, that's a whole big question in itself. But
So I'm old school where I like to get in the studio with artists and make the beat from scratch and write the song and record
Yeah.
it all in one session.
yeah,
Right now, everybody's into this. I like to call it like long distance relationships, where like I send you the beat in email,
Send your
you
verse.
go write it, and then we come. It's like it doesn't work. Like
yeah.
it's like me. Like you send me your tits, I'll send you my dick. We get our nut off, right? But if we're really trying to make a baby, then we
Right.
gotta come together.
It's gotta come together.
And actually,
Something gotta go inside something.
we gotta.
Exactly.
So
That's what you see a lot of then. Just a lot of guys are just not wanting to do the in-person shit.
yeah, and I get it. We all got jobs. We don't got time for this, but. That's why my album doesn't really have features, and those features I do have it is because, well, only I think there's 4K and Wello.
It's more hooks.
And that was just because they were in the studio at the time I was recording, and I was like, I don't want to do the hook. You do the hook.
Yeah.
Jump on that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But we definitely need more of
Yeah.
that.
That's what it seems to boil down to, and a lot more events it seems to be popping up lately. But what do you see as far as the crowd at these concerts? I mean, do you see the crowd itself, the fan base growing?
As far as like Hawaii hip hop,
Yeah.
I haven't been to one in like 7 years, I think, because
Yeah.
I've been DJing every single weekend my
Yeah.
DJ schedule is like literally I'm the first person there and the last person out.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, I never get to go out. So, but when I did, it was it's the same people, same circle. It's small, and I understand why.
Yeah.
It's not appealing to a mass audience, and it's not marketed to a mass audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all part of the thing. Scott, any other questions?
No, man, I love the album. I'm gonna try to go see the show on Saturday.
Yeah, come through.
You down? You down, old man? They don't got
10 o'clock, huh?
It's free. Well, I'm going on at 12.
Oh, shit.
Oh man, I don't know.
You see Ozna. Okay, well, no, you know what? What the hell?
What?
What the hell might as well?
Sacrifices right now.
We're gonna try. We're gonna take coffee, do whatever we gotta do. No dose, whatever.
Take a
the
nap.
hell.
Take a nap before.
Nap.
There you go.
For real.
I know the sleep time is over, but sometimes.
Hey, bump. And then shout out to your dad. How's he doing? Because that's how I.
That's funny, right?
Here, factoid.
Okay.
My Ozna's dad was my boss back in the day in the fitness industry.
Yeah.
And Stingray Classic still going on?
Stingray Classic, I think, is on like 10 years.
We'll talk to Cozy about that. I think he should enter the Stingray Classic. Well, shout out to him. Anything else coming up after the listening party?
No, not just back in the studio trying to finish up my albums.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
different vibes. So I got like a full on club one, obviously, so I can play in the club, and then an R&B type of, and then
Nice.
and then Angry Locals
Nice, yes.
one.
Good.
Yeah.
And touring in the future, you think? After all this?
Nah, I hate touring. I did that for like 3 years. It's a boring life.
I mean,
Well, no, it's not boring. It's just like I got out of my system.
oh, okay.
Like I gotta raise my son. Right. So
Different priorities now.
Yeah, different priorities.
Yeah.
And touring takes a toll. Like if I was on, like, the biggest tour I was on was the Justin Timberlake tour.
Yep.
So it was like, you get off the show at like 2:00, and then you wake up at 7, and you drive for like 8 hours, and then you do sound check, then you take a nap, and then back to the show. And that's like almost every day, every other day. Yeah, like 100 to 200 shows
No need.
within like
No
3
need.
months or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Like
see.
it's just too crazy.
And here I am bitching about going 10 o'clock at next door.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right.
It's one of those things like, is the money worth it?
Yeah.
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 And it's good fun. It's a good experience, and you get to travel. So, but like I said, I got it out of my system. So.
Well, speaking of good fun, it's been a long time coming to have you on this show, man.
Yeah.
So great
How long
times.
has this show been going on?
We've been going on for 3 years. 3 years. Strangely, 1 year here though, so it doesn't feel like 3 years, but we just
like the spot,
we
too.
just said, yeah, thank you. We hope to have you on.
I was
You know
like,
what?
Where is this?
Right, you didn't really ask where. Look at that. The Lord knows
Where's
about
this
that.
at?
The Lord knows the
Where's
exact
this
name of that behind us there. But NBA is coming up soon. We'd like to. Yeah, I know that's a whole other hour, but if you don't mind being for the NBA preview show, we got that coming up October.
Okay.
If you're
I'm
down,
always down for that.
If you're down, yeah, it's good. It's
Yeah.
usually me and Compose, so you can talk to that fool.
Ooh,
So yeah.
I like it even
So,
more. I'm there
yes.
now.
Yes.
I get to.
We've done it 2 years in a row, so he'll be back, and then we'll get you.
You only bringing him here now because the Lakers got some chance, huh?
I don't want to bring him in at all, but
He's
I'm
gonna
doing it
come
just
in
for
here
comedy.
with bragging rights.
then we put him in his place.
There you go.
That's how we
There-
do.
we can
I'm
do
not
that.
gonna tell him.
I like
You're just
that.
gonna
I like
sneak on
that.
in.
Okay, I like that.
We do that. Compose not listening. So, yeah. Everyone, DJ Ozna, formerly
Thank
DJ
you.
Ozna, Osnizzle.
Yes.
Thank you, brother.
Thank
you
you.
for coming on. Take a break. Sleep time's over.
Oh, you hear that? This that championship shit. Welcome to the winner's circle.
Sleep Time's Over is back with another banger.
All right, we're back. It's time for John Cozy, everyone. He is here.
Yo.
Shout out John Cozy. He's
Hello,
here.
hello.
There's-
What up? What up?
And of course, I know what you're all thinking out there. Oh, this guy thick, yeah. So we're Freeze and I. We had a bet if he was gonna wear the tank top or not. You did. When did you? How many times a week you working out here?
4 out of 7 days a
See,
week.
Freeze?
4 days a week.
Okay.
That's it. And
That's great.
small game.
Shout out fitness. All right. John, how's it been, man? What's the latest?
Wait, what's up?
What's the latest with you? What's going
The
on?
latest with me.
All kind of stuff, projects galore here. What do you got?
Yeah, I got some music coming up. My next project's dropping with Quali, who you've
Shout
had
out.
on the show. Shouts to
Yes.
Quali. That's dropping in the end of September.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of recording that right now, and it should be dope.
That's the one that you posted, right? On
Yeah, the one I
Instagram.
posted, and
That's
then
a hot
unfortunately,
track.
deleted,
Okay.
So you
So
can't watch
Qualify,
it.
he did text me earlier this evening. He's all pissed off. He said, hurry up. So we got to do this track, he said. So that's live from Qualify. He text me.
Word.
So what else you got in store?
Well, I got a solo album that's supposed to be dropping in October around Halloween time because
nice.
I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays.
We got to have you on the Halloween show.
Yo, let me know, dog.
It's going to get even darker in here, and then we're going to get, Night Marchers galore. Okay, so we also got to shout you out because you also directed Qualified's video, LeVar Ball.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And
Which you were a part
It
of.
featured myself and Libby DeFreeze.
Yeah.
And that was a hoot. And what you think of our performance in that video?
Well, when Quali told me that you were going to be in the video, he told me that you could dunk. Like you had some hops. Yeah, he told me you could dunk. So I was kind of stoked to witness that. And I don't know if y'all seen the video.
Yeah, shout out that video. I mean, I can jump high, but I can touch rim, I think, but no, I can't.
I think you touched the
I
rim.
touch rim.
Like-
But I was in a suit, I was in jeans here, Give me the mesh, then we can. But yes, I play a sportscaster. Libby is playing what was she? She was a reporter of some
Yeah,
sort,
she was like
right?
the sideline reporter.
Sideline reporter, right?
For the game.
Right.
Like the premise was like they were having a basketball game and then
It was like
he
a
the
one-on-one game, right?
host and
It
he
was,
was the
it was
reporter.
fun stuff, yes. So you do directing of videos as well. You do what other stuff that you get into besides?
Making
rap?
beats. I've been doing that a lot. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great stuff on that. Also photography.
Yeah.
anything,
Just a
all
whole
in
bunch
one.
of stuff, man. Yeah.
All
Just
in
trying
one.
to stay busy,
See, this is the theme for our show. We got to get people who stay busy. You see, Ozona, Cozy. And what's the track you're going to be performing tonight?
This track is an untitled track that's gonna be on my album coming out in October. I know I said it was a Halloween theme, but this song's a love song, which I don't
swerve.
usually perform live. So I just thought I'd do a little something more chill,
There you have
more
it.
different.
All right, everyone, Freeze, you ready? Let's go at it once again. John Cozy.
Yo. I'm feeling higher than I've ever been. She says I'm sick in the head, but she's my medicine. Nah. She give me fever and I'm burning like kerosene. Nah. Find it embarrassing. I'm trying to keep it G, you feel me? My masculinity failing, and her presence is the only thing that's keeping me breathing. And I only see her beneath the sea of my emotions that I'm drowning in. I'm floundering in silence, signs is pointing to her. Fire sigils burn violent in the nighttime sky. That is my dreams, it's so elusive when I open my eyes. I wanna hold her, but I'm slipping. I'm too focused on what's missing, always filling in the blank. She got me tripping, always wondering why I end up feeling this way. It's so debilitating. Feels like I'm sick in the bed, need help with respiration. Hearts and hesitations plague the state of my existence. When I'm faced with this amazing shape that takes me to a higher state.
Got me floating on the cloud.
And I'm never coming down.
Got me floating on the
Cloud. And I'm never coming down. You got me floating on a cloud. and I'm never coming down. You got me floating on a cloud, and I'm never coming down. Is she just a figment on my mind, designed by time and space, denied by grace, and I falling ever deep into the aether? I still see her, blinded by a light defining face. She says I'm lost, but I know exactly where to find my place. Is it reciprocated? Is it unrequited? Is it being bound by fate? I pulled the fool's card, she's flipping it. Rules card, I'm ripping it. Heart is on my sleeve, but I can't help but hide my face. What is the shame of feeling creeping over? Knees and weak and queasy, seeing tunnel vision. Been a week of sober, never lonely for a long time. Written songs with a hope it'll manifest. Conjured notes on a passing page, on I wrote with a plastic pen, and I know nothing happens with no action. Love is so complex, it's so nonsense, and it blows how the wind go. Wondering what's next. I don't know. You got me floating on a cloud, and I'm never coming down. You got me floating on a cloud, and I'm never coming down. You got me floating on a cloud, and I'm never coming down. You got me floating on a cloud, and I'm never coming down. Thank you very much.
Nice one. John Cozy, everyone. And that's gonna do it for tonight. So let's go shout out DJ Freeze, the musical director. Shout out Sky Cameron. Shout out the Lord, as always. Sakai and Company. We have the cupcakes. There's 3 different flavors. I don't know, but can someone tell me the flavors? No? Okay. Shout out Key Lime, really? Marble Tiramisu, yes. Shout out Jay Nads, who's here with the IG stories. Shout out John Cozy. Shout out Ozna. Shout out Kyle Rutner. Kohana Rum, right? Sleep time's over. We're out. Good night.
Thank you for listening to Sleep Time's Over. Time's over. No sleeping tonight.